This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with NTK Global. Joined by Frank Warren here at the BT Towers. How are you, Frank?
I'm great, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, all good.
Good.
Oh, I don't really know where to start. It's been
Nor do I.
a mammoth day here.
I've got a sore throat.
Absolutely. Let's get straight to it. Frank, you said for ages that, you know, women's boxing wasn't for you.
I did.
You didn't want to entertain it. You've signed Nicola Adams, announcer today. We know about Nicola Adams, obviously. Olympic gold medalist, but what swung it for you?
Double gold medalist.
Double, sorry.
Oh no, what I've said for a long time, that's quite a while ago when we've had various conversations. What I've said is that I always appreciate anybody's endeavours, if they're, going into a gym, working hard, committing themselves and doing what they have to do and winning gold medals. But women's boxing has come on a lot in the last 5 years, in my opinion. Certainly since, in the last couple of years. And what it was always for me was the standard. There was a couple of standouts, but there was no one for them to fight, and there was no, that was the problem. And I didn't particularly like seeing. I don't like watching poor quality sport anyway. And what I mean by that, I don't mean it being disrespectful. Like of a standard where you're trying to compare it to what we're sport with and what. But I think she's a complete game changer. Her and Katie Taylor, they're two exceptional sportswomen, and I've seen the light. So that's what we're doing, mate. We're into the business of bringing her through and being part of her journey. We're hoping she'll win the world title. She's the Brit, remember? She's the Brit women's boxer.
Did your decision, obviously, to get involved in women's boxing have anything to do with the, what's happened for Katie Taylor and her signing for Matchroom and having a couple of fights and that reception that she's had since she's turned pro?
Fantastic. Can you imagine what a Brit's going to get? Katie Taylor's fantastic. The fans have come up and how they've taken to her because she's phenomenal. She's a phenomenal sports person. And it's the same with Nicola. She's done well for her. She's done everything she could be asked for her country, represent her country, and done well. So that's where we are now. We're in it.
Moving on, Liam Smith and Liam Williams, 8th of April.
You want to buy a ticket for it?
Yeah. You ain't going to charge me for a ticket, Frank. There are rumours, Frank, surfacing that there could be a potential world title on the line now.
I don't know about that. At the moment, Canelo's the champion and he's the champion. I'd love it to be for a world title, whether it is for one or not. The bottom line is it's a great fight.
Yeah.
And it's going to be made at weight and it'll be made for Liam's title. Listen,
Liam,
Williams,
which Liam?
I'm Liam'd out in my office, or Liam Walsh as well. Yeah, so it'll be for the title. So I'm looking forward to that, and it's going to be a fantastic fight. That's what it's all about. Cheers, Josh. That's what it's all about.
Terry Flanagan obviously makes another defence.
That's a tough fight. I mean, Petrov's a good competitor. He's number 2 in the, in the WBO. I think he's ranked number 1 somewhere else, but the bottom line is Terry asked for it, he wanted him, he picked him. I was a little bit, I weren't looking for that fight, but he picked him. And there we go, we got it on, and it's a great main event in his hometown. Josh
Warrington in Leeds, obviously Nicola Adams will make her second fight by then on that card in May, so again, we know what to expect from Leeds and Josh Warrington.
We've got two famous boxers from Leeds, and it's going to be great. And the objective there is to promote boxing on a regular basis in Leeds and, more importantly, get some big fights on at Leeds United Stadium.
You said that Joseph Parker and Hughie Fury, you're hoping to get that
the fight's got to happen.
Yeah.
The fight's got to happen. It's been mandated. And that's
here, or might you have to travel?
Well, that's what we're negotiating at the moment. I'd like to get it here for obvious reasons. Because we like putting fights on. So I want to get Hughie over, but he's the mandatory challenger, and that's it.
Probably next week that announcement, if
I would think so. I think one way or another we're going to determine where we go with that one. Then we've got Paul Butler.
Yep.
And I am a big apology. He's supposed to have been here today. It weren't his fault. It was my office fault for some reason. But anyway, he's not here. So Paul's hopefully going to fight McDonald in the next few months. We're hopefully going to get that over the line. So I'm really looking forward to that. We've got then at Gavonta Davis, and that is a
strap season. Did you see his things written on him? Strap season. Do you know about strap season, Frank?
No, I don't get it. Go on, you tell me about strap season.
We're going to get you a strap season hat, Frank. Anyway,
yeah, right, but get that straight on. That's a tough fight. I think it's a tough fight for Davis, and Liam's never ever shied away from anything. So
is he sitting mandatory to that title now?
Mandatory.
Yeah.
That's it. That's his fight. So our guys are all in good positions. All there, but not one of them have got an easy fight. They're all in very, very tough fights. All of them. All tough fights.
Racking our brains to what potentially could be Billy Joe's next fight.
Well, we're
saying it's a
working
fight
on
that we're going to be happy with.
Oh, I hope so. And we're working on it. No one, not till next week. We're not going to. Can't. Excuse me. We've got a way to go before we can announce that.
Again, rumours were that potentially there was a fight there with Billy Joe and Tommy Langford. Was that ever in
good
the...
rumours? Well, you know, that was a fight that was there. As we all know, Tommy Langford's ranked number 2. So why wouldn't we do that fight?
But he's got Cunningham in Leicester. You're opening doors up in Leicester, yeah.
So that's where we are. And in the meantime, we're working on things for Bill. So we'll see how the dust settles next week.
Definitely. A lot of your new talent was there today, Daniel Dubois, and obviously your existing young crop of fighters that you've got that, you know, in a few years to come.
There's some good fighters.
Some very good
I think
fighters
we've got
there.
the best young talent in the country. I really mean that. And there are some great young fighters out there, but there's some exceptional talented youngsters there. So I think we'll be going places.
Frank, your thoughts on David Haye announcing a partnership with Richard Schaefer for Haymaker Ring Star? What do you make of that?
It's great, you know. I know Richard very well, and he's a great bloke. I met with him last week. I had a drink with him last week, and you know, for David, I've got the utmost respect for him as you know, he's a sensible guy. He understands the sport very, very much, and whatever he does, I'm sure it'll be a success.
With all these, we've got ITV, you've got like I said, what Haye and Richard Schaefer are going to be doing. Sky, BoxNation, BT, everyone involved. Is this as competitive as you've ever known it?
Yeah, I mean, you've got all the, you know, it really tells you, people like Pat Collins, who used to write for the Mail, dips in every now and then. For years, we've been saying boxing's dead. I hardly say that now. It's on how many channels? Channel 5, Sky, ITV, on 2 channels on ITV, on BoxNation, dedicated boxing channel, on BT. I mean, it's fabulous. It's, you know, we're in a real golden era at the moment.
Absolutely. So, yeah, it's all good.
IFL.
IFL.
You know,
we'll get into the broadcasting thing one day. When I'm ready to retire, Frank, that's when it'll...
of course.
You know.
Of course, yeah. Not long to go.
Not long to go. Anything else you want to add, Frank?
No, just say it's you know, we've sort of been calling press conferences and cancelling it for the last couple of weeks. We finally got there. Now we've got this under our belt and we've announced things. We can then go into more detail with each of the shows. So we'll have a press conference for each of the shows that are coming up, and give the details of the undercard and other fights that will be added. And I'll get on doing what I really like doing, which is promoting, instead of spending sort of 60% of my time on the TV channel. So this is where we're at, and we're moving forward.
Okay, no problem. There's a couple of tasty fights on BoxNation coming up abroad as well. I mean, you've got Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman on the 4th of March.
Canelo.
Cotto and Kirkland, yeah. Canelo.
Ain't bad, mate, is it?
No, ain't bad at all.
Ain't bad for a pimple on a rhinoceros's ass.
No, it's £12 a month. I mean, what can you buy for £12 a month?
Buy for 12? Nothing.
Nothing.
Couldn't you buy a strap for that, could you?
No, do you know what? I was in a bar a couple of weeks ago, double vodka and Grey Goose.
Yeah.
No, double Grey Goose vodka, and I think it was £16. Now that was £4 dearer.
Terrible. £4 dearer than what the whole month's entertainment.
Exactly.
I
weren't paying for them.
12 quid,
or
whatever, 4 quid. You got a couple of tins of beer, couldn't you?
Exactly.
And got a curry.
Exactly. No way you get your curries for £4, Frank. But, anyway, listen, we'll catch up with you soon. This is going to be a big year, and
it is, and we're going to make it count.
Yeah.
And obviously, the name of the game is delivering the fights to the fans. And as I say, it's been tough. Fighters have stood by us. It's been very difficult as well. There's been some challenging times, you know, for me. And I owe a lot to, you know, some of the fighters who've really been good and been very patient. So, you know, my hats off to them. It's my turn now to deliver to them.
All kicks off 8th of April in Manchester. No problem. Frank Warren, thanks for talking to IFL TV. Thank you very much.
Very good.